guys, welcome to our channel. This is Science Lectures. Please, thanks for being with us. Consider subscribing, comment in the comment section, and like our videos. So we are currently looking at the kingdom Monera, and we are into deeper understanding of what bacteria is. So today we are going to look at bacteria, the importances of bacteria. We are going to have a look at the importances of bacteria. So how are bacteria important? Some people look at bacteria, no bacteria as being harmful. However, the harmful bacteria that cause disease are less as compared to the bacteria that are useful in our ecosystem in different ways. So, importances of bacteria. Bacteria are very important in the society. They have a number of roles. Number one, bacteria can do what we call decomposition. So this can be breakdown of the organic matter. The organic matter that would accumulate, to prevent the accumulation of this organic matter into our biosphere. So if organic matter was just accumulating into the biosphere, then we would have a big challenge. However, due to the presence of bacteria that can do the decomposition, the breakdown of organic matter, for example, the methanogens that can break down this organic matter, methanogens to yield the methane, they are very important in breaking down this organic matter, like methanococcus. Methanococcus will break down that organic matter to clear the environment. So that is the number one importance of bacteria, decomposition of that organic matter that would accumulate to become a nuisance in the biosphere. Then bacteria can also be used in nutrient cycling. So the recycling of nutrients, such that nutrients are not locked up, to prevent locking up of nutrients. Because nutrients are required for survival of a variety of animals in the atmosphere. So locking up of these nutrients to be prevented, microorganisms do what we call nutrient cycling. They break down the components in which the nutrients are locked up. For example, nutrient cycling, we can give an example of the nitrogen cycle, how the nitrogen cycle moves. Nitrogen cycle. If we have decomposition of an organism, let's say we are having a plant, an animal, this plant or animal decomposes and will form ammonia, and it forms ammonium compounds by a process known as ammonification. So when we are having this organic matter, some nutrients are locked up in this organic matter, the plant or animal. But ammonification makes the ammonium compounds, which can later again be broken down by bacteria like nitrosomonas to form the nitrates. Then after forming the nitrate, Nitrobacter can come in and break down and reform the nitrates. So this is how wonderful these bacteria are. And again, the nitrogen, when the nitrogen is in a gaseous state, it is not usable. So that means we have nitrogen locked up in form of nitrogen gas. But due to presence of different organisms, like Azotobacter, it will break down, it will make sure that it breaks the bond, the nitrogen bond, such that we make nitrogen into usable forms. We convert it into usable forms. So this one is very important. Then another thing which is very important about this bacteria, they will do what we call nitrogen fixation. Specifically fixation of nitrogen. And nitrogen is required for growth of plants, for formation of those leaves, for formation of the leafy material. If you're growing things like spinach, vegetables will require a lot of this nitrogen for their thriving, those leafy vegetables. So nitrogen fixation is something important that will be played by these players in the ecosystem. So nitrogen fixation, for example, cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is very good at fixing nitrogen into the soil. Into maybe water. Let's say we are having an aquatic ecosystem like water. Nitrogen will be fixed by cyanobacteria, and this will lead to formation of what we call excess fixation by cyanobacteria causes the algal blooms on the water bodies, algal blooms. Algae can be as a source of food to aquatic organisms like fish and other zooplankton. So that is another importance: decomposition, nutrient cycling, nitrogen fixation. What else can bacteria do? Bacteria can do what we call bioremediation. And bioremediation is simply cleaning of the environment. Involves cleaning of the environment. So we can simply describe it as cleaning of the environment. For example, removal of toxins. An example we can give here is a specific species of bacteria can convert cyanide. Cyanide is used in gold extraction. It's used as a form of in gold extraction, but specific bacteria can clear cyanide from the atmosphere, making it become carbon and nitrogen, which are less harmful as compared to the cyanide, which is, if it is to be present in our atmosphere. So bioremediation is also another basic function of bacteria within our ecosystem. Which other importance? Vitamin. So vitamin production, and which vitamin specifically? Vitamin K and vitamin K, vit K, by E. coli that reside in the guts of warm-blooded animals. So E. coli in the guts of warm-blooded organisms can produce vitamin K, and vitamin K is very essential in blood clotting, such that the blood clots. Then bacteria can also be used in manufacture of enzymes, or synthesis of enzymes, manufacture enzymes, and we have a specific enzyme called DNA polymerase, but a specific type of polymerase, Taq polymerase, and this Taq polymerase is obtained from a bacteria called Thamus aquaticus. So the name of the bacteria is Thamus. So the bacteria name is Thamus aquaticus, and it is used in production of DNA polymerase or Taq polymerase. Thamus aquaticus is a bacteria that is obtained from places that are having high temperatures. In other words, it is a thermophile. Remember, thermophiles are bacteria, organisms that will survive above 70 degrees Celsius. So Taq polymerase, the DNA polymerase, is obtained from Thamus aquaticus, and it is used in polymerase chain reaction, what we call PCR, or polymerase chain reaction. And this polymerase chain reaction is used to yield multiple copies of DNA. Copies to conduct different microbiology studies, molecular biology, or any other science field studies. We can use these Taq polymerase. So bacteria can be essential in that. Then bacteria can also be also a source of oxygen to the atmosphere, and we know oxygen is required for metabolism by aerobic respiration, metabolism, and for also sustaining life. So bacteria are a source of oxygen. For example, cyanobacteria can yield oxygen because it is a photoautotroph. Utilizes sunlight energy and carbon dioxide, then later on produces the oxygen that is required. Then bacteria can also be used in manufacture of medicine. Manufacture of medicine, specifically antibiotics, synthesized antibiotics. For example, which antibiotic? Streptomycin, like streptomycin from Streptomyces can be manufactured by the aid of Streptomyces, this streptomycin antibiotic, which is helpful in fighting infections among humans. Then bacteria can also be used in biogas production. This is now specifically for the methanogens, because they will break down, they will produce methane, which is used as a form of biogas. Bacteria can also, biogas production is an anaerobic process, don't forget, and these bacteria that will lead to formation of biogas are obligate anaerobes. So that one is also important for us to take note of. And then bacteria can also be used in manufacturing industries. In industries to manufacture products like yogurt, to manufacture cheese, yogurt, cheese, butter. They can be used to add that flavor, into such. And then another importance of these bacteria is that they can cause diseases, and we have a variety of bacteria that can cause diseases. That is, for example, Salmonella typhi can cause typhus fever. Then we can have other bacteria like Bacillus anthracis that can cause anthrax. Then we have also a number of bacteria, Vibrio cholerae, that can cause cholera, Vibrio cholerae that can cause cholera. Then we can have Mycobacterium species that will cause tuberculosis in humans. So that is how bacteria can also be important. They can cause disease. Then bacteria can also, these bacteria can also be used as a source of food source to some organisms. For example, the protozoans. Some protozoans consume bacteria as their food. They feed on the bacteria to obtain food. Then bacteria can also make food go bad, food to go bad. They can make food go bad. Then bacteria can also be used in vinegar production. Then they can also be used in silage formation, silage OA formation. This one is used for feeding our animals. Vinegar is also very important in improving the health of humans. Then bacteria can also be used, can be applied in females. In females, there is a specific type of bacteria called lactobacillus, which maintains an acidic pH. So the females lactobacillus provides an acidic pH in their vaginal region. So this helps. Why is this important? This helps in preventing overgrowth or overaccumulation of Candida or Candida albicans, which later will prevent cases of Candida infections. So this acidic pH, it should be maintained acidic, such that we have all things normal. So these are some of the basic reasons why bacteria are very important: decomposition, nutrient cycling, nitrogen fixation, bioremediation, very important one, vitamin production, manufacture of enzymes, source of oxygen, this one is also key, manufacture of antibiotics, biogas production, products like butter and cheese. Then they cause illnesses, most of them, many will cause illnesses. Then food source, like for protozoans, and then they will make food go bad. Vinegar production, silage formation, and in females, we have them doing a good role of promoting the acidic pH. So thank you.